When Tesla wants attention, it usually makes it obvious. But when Tesla is about to change something inside its production system, the signs are quieter, and they tend to show up in places like outbound lots, not on stage. That's exactly what we're seeing here at Giga Texas. A full batch of Model Y Juniper units, already built and staged for shipment, but with details that don't normally appear on customer-bound vehicles. Covered wheels, large geometric stickers on the rear hatch, and a level of uniformity that suggests process validation, not experimentation. So what does this actually mean for everyday owners and buyers? Does it point to a new production line configuration, a late-stage quality or vision calibration step, or simply a logistics change before wider deliveries begin? And more importantly, does any of this affect what you'll eventually receive? How the car is built, delivered, or supported long-term? That's what we're going to break down in today's video, step by step, based on what we can observe and what Tesla has historically done at this stage of production. Before we get into it, if you value analysis that focuses on how Tesla decisions translate into real ownership outcomes, cost, consistency, and long-term reliability, consider subscribing to autogearshift. We're closing in on 24,321 subscribers, and every new subscriber helps push this channel further toward deep, signal-based coverage instead of hype. Turn on notifications so you don't miss when the next production shift starts showing up in plain sight. What we can directly observe from the Model Y units at Giga Texas. Let's start by separating what we can clearly see from what we think it might mean. Everything in this section is based strictly on the photos taken at the Giga Texas outbound lot. First, this is not a single vehicle or a small test group. The images show a full batch of Tesla Model Y units parked in organized rows, consistent with vehicles that have already completed final assembly and are staged for outbound logistics. The number of vehicles and their consistent configuration strongly suggests these are production units, not prototypes or engineering mules. In terms of exterior finish, the vehicles appear fully completed. Panel alignment, paint quality, and trim are consistent across the batch. The cars are shown in multiple standard Tesla colors, including white and several shades of gray, which again points to regular production rather than a limited experimental run. Looking at the roof, all vehicles feature the familiar full-length panoramic glass roof. The glass surfaces are covered with a light, uniform layer of dust, which is typical for vehicles that have recently exited the factory line and have not yet gone through final cleaning or delivery preparation. There are no visible roof-mounted sensors, racks, or temporary test hardware. At the rear, the design matches the Model Y Juniper refresh. The taillights form a continuous horizontal light bar, and the Tesla lettering is spaced across the rear hatch instead of the traditional T badge. The rear hatch itself is smooth and minimal, with no unusual cutouts or temporary fittings. One of the most notable details is the presence of a large geometric sticker applied to the rear hatch of each vehicle. The sticker appears in the same position across multiple cars and features a complex, high-contrast geometric pattern. This is not decorative branding, nor does it appear to obscure any design element. Its consistent placement suggests a functional purpose rather than an aesthetic one. Another standout feature is the condition of the wheels. All vehicles in the batch have their wheels fully covered by uniform protective caps. These covers completely conceal the wheel design underneath. The tires are fully installed, inflated, and the vehicles appear ready to be driven, indicating the covers are not temporary assembly components, but something applied after wheel installation. The rear bumper and lower body panels are finished in a matte black material, typical of Tesla's current design language. There are no exhaust components, no additional sensors, and no visible test wiring. Door handles are flush, body-colored, and consistent with standard Model Y production. Finally, none of the vehicles are fitted with license plates or customer identifiers, which is expected at this stage. Combined with the outbound lot location, this indicates the vehicles are awaiting the next step in Tesla's delivery or distribution process. What the rear hatch stickers are likely used for. To understand why these rear hatch stickers matter, it helps to look at where they appear in the production flow and how Tesla has handled similar situations in the past. At Giga Texas, Model Y vehicles reach the outbound lot only after final assembly. Functional checks and basic quality inspections are complete. By this point, the car is already drivable and ready for shipment. Any additional marking applied at this stage is not about building the car, it's about moving, tracking, or validating it. Tesla has previously used visual markers during key production transitions. For example, during the 2020 to 2021 Fremont Model Y ramp, temporary high-contrast markings were observed on vehicles when Tesla increased daily output from roughly 2,000 to over 5,000 vehicles per week across the site. Similar markers appeared again at Giga Berlin in late 2022, when Model Y production volumes climbed past 3,000 units per week and outbound automation was expanded. In those cases, the markings were tied to camera-based systems used to monitor vehicle movement, spacing, and alignment during staging and loading. Tesla favors vision systems over barcode scanners or RFID tags, which are more common among traditional automakers like Toyota or Volkswagen. While those manufacturers often attach removable labels or tags, Tesla reduces hardware complexity by relying on what its cameras can see. The geometric patterns on these Model Y Juniper units fit that same logic. High-contrast shapes are easier for cameras to detect at distances of 5 to 20 meters, which is typical for yard management and loading operations. Plain painted surfaces, especially in white or gray, are more difficult to track reliably in outdoor conditions where lighting and dust vary throughout the day. Timing matters here. These stickers are appearing on vehicles that are already complete, not on early test builds. That suggests Tesla is validating a revised step in the outbound process rather than testing a new vehicle design. This could include changes in how vehicles are queued, loaded onto transport carriers, or scanned for final release. There is also a practical scale reason for doing this now. A single outbound lot at Giga Texas can hold several thousand vehicles at a time. Even a small improvement in vehicle identification accuracy or loading order reduces the risk of misrouting, delays, or unnecessary handling. Over a month, that can affect tens of thousands of vehicles moving through the system. Importantly, this kind of sticker has no long-term presence. In previous cases at Fremont and Berlin, similar markings disappeared once Tesla completed validation. Customers never saw them at delivery because their purpose was purely internal. Arew covered wheels, a logistics signal but not a design teaser. At first glance, the covered wheels on these Model Y Juniper units might seem like the least important detail. Wheels are not a new technology, and most buyers never think about them until delivery day. But in Tesla's production history, wheel covers appearing at the outbound stage usually point to logistics or configuration finalization, not experimentation. Let's start with scale. A single Model Y uses 4 wheels and tires that together weigh roughly 80 to 90 kilograms. When vehicles are moved multiple times between factory exit, outbound staging, transport loading, and delivery centers, wheel damage becomes one of the most common cosmetic issues. According to industry transport data, wheel and tire-related cosmetic damage is among the top 3 causes of delivery day complaints across mass-market EVs. Tesla has encountered this before. During the Model 3 ramp in 2018 to 2019, Fremont vehicles shipped without adequate wheel protection saw higher rates of cosmetic marring, particularly on darker painted Arew wheels. Tesla later introduced protective solutions during transport, especially when vehicles were shipped long distances by rail or truck. There is also a direct comparison within Tesla's own lineup. During the early rollout of the Model 3 Highland refresh, multiple outbound batches were observed with temporary wheel coverings applied after final assembly. In those cases, the covers were removed before customer delivery, and the wheel designs underneath matched what was later officially shipped. The purpose wasn't secrecy. It was damage reduction and handling consistency during a transitional phase. From a logistics standpoint, even minor wheel damage has real cost implications. Refinishing or replacing a single wheel can cost several $100s per vehicle, not including labor and delivery delays. When you scale that across thousands of vehicles per week, the financial incentive to protect wheels during transport becomes obvious. There is also a configuration angle to consider. Tesla often finalizes wheel options late in a refresh cycle. For example, during previous Model Y updates, Tesla adjusted wheel offerings based on regional efficiency targets and tire availability. Covering the wheels ensures that any last-minute allocation decisions, such as which vehicles receive which wheel option, do not affect outbound handling or inspection. Importantly, these covers are applied uniformly across the batch. That uniformity suggests a standardized process rather than an attempt to hide a specific design. If Tesla were protecting a radically new wheel, we would expect selective application. Instead, every vehicle is treated the same way, which aligns with a logistics or damage prevention protocol. When we compare this to other manufacturers in the same segment, the pattern holds. Brands like Volkswagen and Hyundai frequently ship vehicles with temporary wheel or body protection during high-volume transitions, especially when new trims or refreshed models enter production. The difference is that Tesla's approach is more visible because it relies on removable physical covers rather than factory-installed transport films. When you step back and look at all of these details together, a consistent picture starts to form. The Model Y Juniper units at Giga Texas don't show the signs of early experimentation. There are no temporary sensors, no unfinished panels, and no one-off variations. Instead, what stands out is how controlled and repeatable everything looks. This is why it's unlikely these vehicles are prototypes. Prototypes exist to answer engineering questions. These vehicles already have those answers. If you found this kind of signal-based breakdown useful, make sure you're subscribed to autogearshift. With notifications on, you'll catch these shifts when they first become visible, long before they're officially acknowledged.